Oh, wow, yeah. Hey everyone, I'm back so soon. I know, it's like y'all just saw me. It's like I'm wearing the same clothes because it's the same day. And I kind of just clicked stop on the last video and start on this one. It's crazy how that works. Wow, welcome back. How's everyone doing on this good Thursday when I'm recording this? Hope y'all doing okay. Hope you drank water. I hope you hugged your mom or called her like I told y'all to do in the last video. If you didn't watch the last video, you don't really have to watch it because it's just kind of saying what I will be doing on this channel. But if you're watching this, then you're seeing what I'm doing on this channel. But watch it anyways. Send it to somebody. Send it to your mom that you didn't call because you didn't listen to instructions. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. That's your apology for not calling her, is sending her this video. Thank you. Cool. Perfect. Today, I'm going to be talking about the keys to balancing entrepreneurship and full-time college. Now, this can also apply if you're in high school, if you're doing grad school or whatever. I'm not in grad school, so maybe it can't apply to y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But my dog is barking. But essentially, this is going to be a video on my experiences and tips on these topics I'm about to tell you about right now. I'ma just stay out the way, yeah. I'ma just stay out the way. So first thing I would say is break things down. When you're trying to run an entire business and you're also taking 12, 15, 18, 21 credits, because some of y'all be going hard in the paint for no reason. Y'all not gonna catch me doing that. But it can get hectic and they can all pile into one ginormous just ball of stuff to do, and it can feel overwhelming, and you end up having so much to do that you feel like you have nothing you can actually do or start on. And to avoid that, me personally, I put everything into separate to-do lists and separate calendars, and this is what I mean. So I use Apple Calendar a lot. Actually, I feel like it's very underrated. And the way that I do is I create different categories in my calendar and I color code things. So school is one color, work is one color, school events are one color, regular events are one color, business related events. For me, that's usually music or performances. And it helps me just see that there are different things that I can do and what relates to what and what I'm really going to be spending my time on for that given day. I also use Sigma Planner for my classes. I don't put anything really that has to do with school on the same calendar that I have things for business on. All I have are class times. I'm not putting homework, I'm not putting essays, finals, tests, I'm not putting all of that on the other calendar because for me, that makes it more jumbled, more confusing. I'm gonna start getting overwhelmed easier. So if you're in a similar situation or you feel like that could be you, get a different planner or a different calendar app. Like Google Calendar could be your good second app to have your school stuff on while your business stuff stays on Apple Calendar or vice versa, or one I didn't name. But I personally use Sigma Planner to put all of my assignments, essays, finals, tests, projects, all that stuff, and I keep it in there. And having a routine of consistently checking those helps me feel more at ease with everything that it is that I have to do. And plan daily, weekly, monthly. If you're really in a position where you need to plan quarterly or semi-annually, do that just so you have a good idea of what it is that's coming at you in those different time periods and in those different spans of time, because your daily not gonna look like your weekly is not gonna look like your monthly surely not gonna look like your quarterly or your semi-annually or your annually. And the more you're in tune with that, the less surprises there are, the less likelihood that you will get overwhelmed with what it is that you have to do. So I actually messed up and started talking about point 2, which was separate school and business. But yeah, basically everything I just said, just keep them separate if that works for you. If it works for you to just throw everything in one place and then you don't have to look multiple places, that's cool. But for me, I have to separate. And if you're like that, I would very much suggest different calendars, different planning apps, use notes, use your reminders app, use all of it in a way that's gonna help you organize the best for you. Number 3, utilize downtime. So what I mean by that is First of all, give yourself downtime. If you're just working all the time, which is also going to be something I talk about for point 4, stop. Look, stop. Go to sleep. Eat. Like, I'm so serious. You have to take breaks. You have to give yourself downtime, time to recharge, decompress, plan, and readjust. Pivot. Like, you have to give yourself time to do all those things. So before I even talk about utilizing downtime, use and give yourself downtime. Period. But what I mean by utilizing downtime and kind of maximizing the efficiency of it is do things in your downtime that don't feel like work. For me, that's writing music. That might even be designing that day, which can get tedious on some days, but some days I have a really passionate idea and I just want to do it. And if I do it for 3-4 hours, it's not gonna feel like work, but it is work. It's contributing to my business. It's giving me something that's closer to a product that I could then sell. For you, it might be a service, whatnot. So utilize your downtime in a way that works for you. They say make time work for you, make your money work for you. Similar concept, very similar concept. Because yes, your downtime should be where you're not working. But honestly, I feel it's where you don't feel like you're working. You need time where you don't feel like you're working. If that's sleep, meditation, eating. But for some people, that's drawing, writing, designing. And if that's you, and if you have something in your downtime that you like doing that also contributes to your on time, your uptime, downtime, uptime. I don't know the opposite of downtime. Then do it. And it's gonna kind of pile up. Even if you do just a little bit, it'll add up and it's gonna contribute more, and it's less that you have to do in your active time of working. And for school downtime, some people love redoing their notes. They love just taking whatever they jumbled in bio and coming over here and doing the cursive and calligraphy. Shout out to y'all. I wish I had the patience. I don't. My notes will look exactly like how I wrote them the first time. But don't be like me if that's not you. You know what I'm saying? If that feels good for you, if that feels therapeutic, if you feel like you could do that and it wouldn't feel like work, it wouldn't feel like school, then do that during your downtime. And then when it comes time to actually work, you're gonna look and be like, oh, I already did that. Oh, I don't have to worry about that. I can focus on something else, something that really is gonna feel like work and you need to hunker down for and, do it. So I would very much suggest that. Tip number 4, which needs to have a balance with tip number 3, is give yourself breaks. We just talked about how you can use your downtime to work for you, but you also need to straight up take breaks. No, like nothing that has to do with work at all. So that's eating, sleeping, drinking water, meditating, exercising, going out, or staying in. Whatever is going to help you relax, decompress, get right up here so that you can give your best when it's time to get back to it. I'm gonna tell you something, man. I sleep all the time and I don't feel bad about it because I know how hard I work, and that's not even to be like, oh, he works so hard, he works harder than everybody else. No, we honestly all work really hard, and I am just in a place where if I know that I'm working hard, if I know that I've been doing a lot for this day, yesterday, 7 days before straight, I'm gonna go to sleep because I know I'm gonna feel better after I nap. I know I'm gonna have more energy. I'm gonna feel better about myself for taking care of myself and listening to what my body was telling me and resting. So I don't feel bad. If you catch me at 3 o'clock in my bed, don't say nothing. I don't want to hear it. I'm asleep. My phone is off. I'm gone. Because when I wake up, I know I'm going to be working. So that's my time to take for myself and just relax. And have fun. Like when you have a business and you're doing full-time school, it starts to feel like everything is work. Everything has to contribute to some kind of project or assignment or something you're trying to get done for the future and the betterment of whatever, man. Just have a little bit of fun. Obviously in balance, obviously in moderation, but don't discount the benefit. Don't discount the benefit of having fun. Go out with friends. Go make friends. Go somewhere that you know you love going, like a restaurant, like the movies, like Ice skating. I don't like ice skating, but if you like ice skating, go ice skate. For No, I'm not even gonna go on that tangent. I don't know how y'all do it, but anyways, drink tea. Go like learn a new stretch and feel that part of your body that you've never stretched before, and then feel good about it. Just have fun, enjoy yourself, relax, decompress, and then get back to it. Promise you, your energy will be way higher than it was now that you're actually giving yourself time. Point number 5 is not as fun as point number 4 and 3, but be willing to make sacrifices. You can't do everything all the time. Okay, you're gonna have to pick and choose what you use certain hours of the day for. And you have to be okay with understanding that when you pick that one thing, you probably can't focus or give nearly as much time and energy to the thing that you didn't choose. And that's okay. You don't need to be looking at your expenses spreadsheet while you're also trying to do your bio and lit and accounting. Like, pick one and give all of your time and energy at that time to that, and then move and pivot. But that comes with time management and organizational skills to make sure you still get everything done that you want to get done, but understand what you can do, when you can do it, and what you're willing to give up that time for. And let's also remember, you're in school, I'm in school. So more than likely, the priority should be your schoolwork. It should be what you need to do to get that degree. And I understand, there's some assignments that just don't get done. You might forget, or you might choose, what, it's not gonna affect my grade that bad. I'm not promoting that because I don't know how much your grades weigh and whatever, I don't know your situation, but I understand those things happen. Everybody understands that those things happen. But you need to get that degree. This business will be here. Get that degree. But also, I know there's some of y'all whose businesses are crazy lucrative. They're doing really well for you right now. And it comes with an extra responsibility of keeping that going and maintaining that and growing that. So your split might look a little bit more even between your business and school, but make sure nothing is lacking, especially your school. Make sure your school is not lacking. You're not falling off. Your grades aren't dipping into areas where you don't want them to be. That GPA, that's your scholarship. So if you want money from the school or money from whoever, you need to keep that GPA up, which means you need to keep that grades up, which means you need to do the work. But there's no real need to neglect either of them. You just got to find the balance. Tip number 6, understand the workload. This is more for people who are just starting this avenue of trying to be a student and an entrepreneur. Understand that it's going to take a lot of work, and that's not to deter you. It's to help you prepare beforehand and in the early stages for what it is that'll really be being asked of you to take on this venture. There's a lot of things with business that you just don't really account for when you're starting something out. And there are going to be things that literally will just pop up on you that you could not have prepared for. So give yourself the room to pivot and counter and get through all that, because it will come. And if you're just like topped out, cannot take any more to the workload that you've created for yourself, then you really need to reevaluate, because when those unexpected things come, it's going to topple everything you got going on, and it might feel impossible to surmount that in any short span of time. So do a lot of planning, do a lot of outlining, do a lot of writing out everything you think you could be undertaking if you decide to go this route, and just be ready for it when it comes. Stay ready so you don't got to get ready. See what I'm saying? So do that, and it will create a much smoother process when it comes to actually getting things done, starting it out. Or if you're already a business owner, a brand owner, even influencers and stuff apply to this, because that workload can get crazy too. And you feel like you want to pivot or go in a different avenue, a different industry, this can apply to you too. Just understand what it is that is actually being asked of that venture before you do it. Because you jump in and all these things, you're like, oh, I didn't know this was going to be here. And now you're kind of scrambling, trying to get your footing. And nobody wants to do that. So just plan ahead. And finally, number 7, which is like some of these other tips, be easy on yourself. There are going to be times where you feel like you're not working hard enough, or your hours aren't amounting to what you thought the output and the outcome would look like. It's okay. The main thing is consistency and the work. All you need to do is keep going and be smart about it, and keep readjusting and keep organizing your time in different ways for what it is that you have to do in that current moment. But so long as you keep trying, it's going to be okay. And it's cliche, but here's why I say that. For me, right, when I started music, I thought I was so good when I first started. And I'm like, wow, nobody's hitting me up to do this and be here and perform here and whatever. So I wanted to stop. But every time I wanted to stop, and I thought I wanted to stop, a week, 2 weeks, maybe even a month later, something came up that I could not have foreseen was going to be asked of me, was going to be an opportunity that came to me. But if I had stopped a week, 2 weeks, a month before, I would not have been afforded that opportunity because I would have already quit. And that's what I'm saying, is you cannot account for everything that will come. You can't account for that one reel or TikTok that's gonna get 6 million views and you had no idea, but you posted it, even though your last videos were getting 200 views, 1,000 views here, because you kept being consistent and that one worked out. And that's the mentality that you have to have if you want to really grow and keep being in this sustainable place with your business and student life. You just have to keep going. But yeah, man, that's my 7 tips. 7 is my lucky number. It's my favorite number. So do the 7 and you'll get a lucky outcome. It's all going to work out. I'm not responsible if it doesn't work out. That's a joke. So.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Yeah, man. Y'all will see me very soon. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, like, subscribe, comment 5 times. Ask me anything that you would like to see on my channel, anything you feel like I could cover. And if I can, I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? Man of the people. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, absolutely. But yeah, man, y'all be seeing me very soon. Drink water, go outside and smell the fresh air, unless it is 7 degrees there, in which case, stay inside. Call your dad, tell him to make you that famous ribs. You know which ribs I'm talking about, you know, so ask him for the ribs. Call your mom, tell her that you love her. You know what I'm saying? Ask her to make the ribs, if she the one to make the ribs. And yeah, I don't know. Catch y'all next time.